Well, good day, my friends. Today we are at Opry Mills in Nashville, Tennessee. We are going to the Wax Museum. Daze, with Jordan the Lion and you all, begins right now. Yep, we are at Madame Tussauds today. It says the world's greatest wax museum. Maybe not the world's greatest, because Grieven wax museums are really good, but this is definitely one of my all-time favorites. Since most wax museums have people or characters inside that are kind of native to the town, this should be a lot of fun. I mean, this is Nashville. We better see some really good ones. It's got a giant entrance. Well, just upon starting, we have one of my all-time favorites, Jimi Hendrix. It's pretty good, too. They don't always, but his actually looks pretty good. Clothing is dead on. Here we have Harry Styles. Not really a Harry Styles guy, but looks pretty dead on. And then over here, Johnny Cash, Man in Black, synonymous with Nashville. Alright, we have been here before, but I wanted to see if anything's changed, and when I was paying to come in, she asked me when the last time I was here. I said probably 5 years ago. She goes, oh yeah, it's going to be way different. Look at that, Taylor Swift. Really great image of Michael Jackson over here. Oh, this section's amazing. Prince, who is not a tall man, 5 foot tall, a little over 5 foot maybe. It looks great. They have some Michael Jackson posters over here that go along with Michael being right here. One of my favorite eras of Michael as well. Alright, and he's in Music Alley with Elton John. Trying to hide and keep my reflection and my shadow and stuff out of it. Looks pretty good. Then you can come over here and sit with B.B. King if you'd like. I'm a huge B.B. King fan, so I'm gonna really be tough on this one. They did a great job, so I'm not gonna complain. He looks, I mean, as realistic as possible. No joke, that looks exactly like B.B. Hey, look, I found Whitney Houston. That's a pretty happy Whitney, too. Hands up, joyful. And then right across from her, another one of my favorites. They have all my favorites here. Bob Marley. And this does seem different than last time. Seems like last time they had him kind of like by a hut, kind of like where he would have lived in Jamaica. And there's the Grand Old Opry Tower, WSM, along with George Strait. So now we're leaving Music Alley and we're heading over here into Nashville. If you can take a nice photo here. You feel like you're in somebody's house. And this takes us into a theater where we're watching a fireplace. This is interesting. Interesting.
Hi, this is Bill Cody from 650 AM WSN's Coffee Country and Cody and the Grand Old Opry. As you
got an old radio over here in the corner.
We passed by our historic WSN tower. WSN and the show that made country music famous, the Grand Old Opry, began broadcasting in 1925. And that tradition continues today. You're about to watch a short trailer for the documentary film called For the Love of Music.
If you're passionate,
just give you a little taste of it.
If you're good enough at what you do, all your dreams can come true in this town.
That's what put Nashville ahead of other places. It was hard.
Chris Christopherson.
Came here
All right, now we're going into Madame Tussauds' workshop. Kind of excited. So there she is, actually making and checking over one of the heads that she's created. Creepy. And then there's a lot of the history of Madame Tussauds and Madame Tussauds and Sons. And Marie Tussaud. And now we get to go into Nashville. I do remember this section. Hey, good looking. Oh, look at that. George Jones. And we're right inside of the radio station now. Grand Ole Opry. That's a great George Jones. Now we're going to go into the recording studio and see who's in here. Patsy, of course. The great Patsy Cline. The song that Willie Nelson wrote and she made famous. Oh, she looks great. Sad that they closed her museum here in town. I went to it one time. They threw a fit that I filmed it. I tried to tell them it helps people want to come if they see it, but now it's gone. I guess the Johnny Cash Museum is going to expand. There's Hank. Another one of my all-time favorites. How do you not like Hank Williams? As Waylon once said, he did everything wrong and he did everything right. Is that true, Hank? Fired from the Grand Ole Opry. I love that. That's his nudie suit. I love that suit. And you can take the guitar off the wall if you want to do like a photo with him and stuff. I'm not really big on like the fun pics. Not too much. If anything, I just do the photos like this. My favorite country star ever right there. I'm gonna do a vlog on him in town about when he got busted by the DEA and they had no evidence. Waylon Jennings, also known as the Balladeer. He got 25 grand an episode to record his parts. Since he was always out on the road, they told him he could just go into any studio he wanted and record his parts, but that the creator of the show, the guy who wrote the original treatment, said that he wanted Waylon in it bad, and that was the only person he could see in it. And then over here is Minnie Pearl. They have an extra hat over here that you can snag and take a photo with her right there. Kenny Rogers, the gambler. We've been to his grave. We've been to most of these people's graves, honestly. Tammy Wynette, we've been to Tammy's grave. When we went the first time, it was her married name, and then they changed it to Tammy Wynette. Stand by your man. Randy Travis, who is recovering nicely. Forever and ever, amen, Randy Travis. How do you not like Randy Travis? And then over here, little Jimmy Dickens. Little Jimmy Dickens with maybe the greatest costume of anybody here. Not even 5 foot tall, but giant personality. And we're also gonna, for our first time, go to Loretta Lynn's property. See what that's all about. Check out the museum and everything. Coal miner's daughter. Looks pretty good. Did a great job on this room, including the big barn, the big Grand Ole Opry barn. We're gonna pass through there, and that actually takes us into the Nashville recording studio. There's Elvis in the car waiting for us. And they said that you can, in this one, you can get in the car with him if you wish. Again, I don't really do those, but pretty good Elvis. Not the worst. And then they actually have two Elvises because when you go in here, you can do something fun. You can perform in this booth and do your own recording, like a karaoke type thing. Or you can come in here and have your photo with the $1 Million Quartet. Elvis and the $1 Million Quartet. They cut his date out of the photos, so unless you read the story, you don't even know that the whole session, one of the girls that he was going out with was there the whole time. There's Jerry Lee Lewis, and then Carl Perkins, who I recently did a vlog on. Mr. Blue Suede Shoes. Sadly, he was on his path to superstardom and was involved in a really bad car accident, and it canceled all of his TV appearances. There's Johnny Cash, another Johnny Cash. We saw the one when we first entered, the Man in Black. Then here we have more of the Sun Record version of them all. And the waiting room and everything's pretty cool too. All right, we're gonna move on. Go past the record your own voice stuff. And there's another Hendrix. And it's really similar, almost identical to the one we saw before you come in that they have out there to entice you. But it's probably so you can take the photo with the amps and all that stuff. Give yourself like the fun pick experience. Lucille's Blues and Boogie Bar. And right beneath this, they have Muddy Waters. Looking good, Hoochie Coochie Man. It's always a little tricky to keep the shadows and stuff off so you guys can see a unobstructed view, but hopefully that's good enough. All right, check this out. Oh, wow. Marvin Gaye. And there's Aretha Franklin. Wow, that is awesome. And then there's Diana Ross right here in the center. I love the display. The display and everything looks amazing. There's Stevie Wonder over here on grand piano. And then in the back is James Brown. Oh man, Godfather of Soul looks great. See, they've really done a great job updating this since I was here last. All right, now we're gonna go in here. That looks like Cab Calloway, probably. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's Cab Calloway. And over here we have Ella Fitzgerald. And I guess they left the bass open if I want to be the bass player tonight. And there's Louis Armstrong. Old Satchmo. Fantastic version of Billie Holiday. Looks amazing. Wow. And there's Bob Dylan with a guitar case. Looking serious as usual. That looks like Blonde on Blonde era Bob Dylan. I feel like he's kind of looking at us. And yes, they said the motorcycle we can get on also. It's not too often that I'm stumped, but I didn't know either of these people. This is Connie Britton. I'm not familiar with her name at all. Connie Britton and Charles Estes. And the motorcycle photo is with Keith Urban. If you're a Keith Urban fan, you could be rocking out with him. Sitting right there. Send the photos to all your friends. Tell them you were hanging out and rocking out with Keith Urban. All right. right, this says freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Chris Christopherson lyrics. There's Ozzy. Ozzy was here last time, I think. He always gets this solo treatment here with his own couch and everything. Boy, he looks good though. I mean, that looks dead on like younger Ozzy. Like Ozzy from when the TV show started, probably early 2000s. And then over here standing on the bar is Bono from U.S.A. Guess that doesn't really surprise me too much. He would be standing on a bar, not respecting the furniture. Come on, Bono. Bruce Springsteen. And this one you can either hang out playing the congos with Jerry Garcia and Carlos Santana, or you can play the jukebox behind Santana. Santana looks good. Carlos Santana with his Paul Reed Smith. And then we have young Jerry Garcia from, I'd say 69, 70. Hair still dark. Looking good, Jerry. Missing part of the finger like you're supposed to be. That's one you don't see all the time. I love it. Now let's see what we have going on over here. The in-concert site. Oh! Janis Joplin. Baton Rouge or bust, it says. They have a stage door and everything. This one looks awesome. They did a killer job on this one. This will probably be some of the modern people. Oh, probably Dolly. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's got her own gigantic section right here. Like you can take a photo like you're in a snow globe with her. I had to look this one up because I thought it was Demi Lovato. It's Casey Musgraves. So, fooled me on this one also. Lady Gaga. Let's see how good Lady Gaga looks. Great for photos. I mean, it looks awesome. Did a killer job on this. We have Rihanna. Pretty good. And then over here on the wall we have Pink sitting inside the heart. And I'm always amazed that they go the full 9 of doing the tattoos and stuff. I mean, I guess they should, obviously, but they want it to be accurate. But and I like the way they displayed the whole room. Here's Justin Timberlake dancing right in the center of the room. Here's Shakira in the classic Shakira pose. So right here we have Bruno Mars. Looks pretty good. Of course, Miley Cyrus. Who else would be on the Wrecking Ball? Pretty famous song. Yeah. Then over here, Justin Bieber. Is Adele singing up a jam. Then let's see who we have over here. Looks like Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Tim McGraw, definitely looks like Tim McGraw and Faith playing some guitar. Probably wondering where his wife is. That's pretty good. And then over here, we have Luke Bryan.
Hey guys, it's Luke here. Got you.
Country artist, but also Hootie and the Blowfish, former singer. And owner of one of Ric Flair's robes. I don't know why they have Alvin and the Chipmunks over here, but they do. Everything that they changed that I've noticed was fantastic. It's better. That's what you want, obviously. You want it to be better. There they've got the Grand Ole Opry microphone stand you can take a photo with. And the modern Grand Ole Opry back there in the background. So we have Reba. Gotta love Reba. Reba McEntire. Classic. And I think this is that Jason Aldean? Actually, I think this might be Eric Church. I'm not too keen on my modern country. I think this is Eric Church, and I think this is Jason Aldean over here. Fill me in. Are we right about this? He's got 2 earrings. We have Trisha Yearwood, which is, it's a really good version of her. Crystal Palace, Buck Owens Crystal Palace. When I went there, they told me that Garth Brooks proposed to her there. Trisha Yearwood. It's Carrie Underwood. Very popular, Carrie Underwood. And you're free to pick up any of these guitars that are laying around, they said, or any costumes, and take photos using those. And then over here, Alan Jackson. Country legend, Alan Jackson. And now we're out in the gift shop. It's a cool Madame Tussauds trophy. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed our vlog today. I love checking out Madame Tussauds wax museums wherever I go. And since I hadn't been here in a long time, I just had to see if anything's changed. It had, and it was totally worth it. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, and goodbye.